This conference will now be recorded.
So we are learning about warehouse management and transportation management related topics, high level inputs. So for creation of a purchase order process, so earlier we have learned purchase order creation, purchase order confirmation, then receipt list, next registration, product receipt, then vendor invoice and payment. These two are part of finance, and this is like in warehouse management one, the previous version we have learned like this. Now instead of this receipt list, registration, product receipt, what we are doing in warehouse management 2, this is the old traditional warehouse management 1. The old process. Now in advanced warehouse management, I will use the word warehouse management 2. This is my opinion. Warehouse management 2 I will use. This is I will use warehouse management 1. This is old one. In the new one, you are creating a purchase order, then purchase order confirmation. Next, we are creating using load planning workbench. We are creating load. We are creating load. From the load, we are creating work. Against load, we are creating work, and work will be completed. So this work will be completed using mobile device. Using mobile device, work will be completed. After that, from load, we can do product receipt. So this is the change from a old warehouse management 1 process to warehouse management 2. So in the warehouse management 2, what we are doing, we are creating load. In the load, from load planning workbench, we are creating load. So load planning workbench. From this, we are creating loads. From that load, you are creating work, and work will be completed. So this will be done using forklift operators. Then we can go to the load and we can complete the product receipt, post product receipt. Then invoice and payment is normal process, is a normal process. So this is the change. Understood? Yesterday we have discussed about this one. All these things we understood yesterday. Okay, today we'll try to understand about sales order process. We'll try to understand sales order process. So in the sales order process, so the old one is warehouse management 1, warehouse 1. In this, we are creating a sales order. Sales order confirmation is available, but this is optional. If you want, you can use it, otherwise you can skip it. Next, picking list, then picking list registration, then packing slip, then invoice to customer. This is warehouse management. Now in warehouse management 2, we are creating sales order. Sales order confirmation is not mandatory, same process is optional. Now after that, instead of picking list, what we are doing, registration is mandatory. Registration is mandatory. So after that, you are going to create, you are clicking on release to warehouse. Automatically, if you click on release to warehouse, if you click on release to warehouse, automatically what happens, one, shipment will be created, load will be created, wave will be created, and work will be created. Shipment means the document you need to submit to the customer regarding the items and everything. Shipment means it is a document, shipped document. The document should be submitted to the customer, so shipment will be created. And the load will be created because, you know, like from moving the material from inside to like bay door area, we need to create. Then wave, it will create. So what is this wave means? Here in this wave, suppose from Mumbai to Hyderabad, Mumbai to Bangalore, Mumbai to Chennai. So then whenever you are dispatching material, the dispatched material should be kept in one place. All Hyderabad items I need to keep in one place, and all Bangalore items I need to keep one place. For that, we need a system should create internally wave. Give me a second. Just I want to show you one place. A good image I would like to verify. See, look at this one. This is dispatch area. So I will keep Hyderabad items here, and Bangalore items I will keep here, and Chennai items I will keep here. So moving the material from inside to one place is wave. Because in same location, same kind of location, from Mumbai it is dispatching material. So destination places, based on the destination places, I can combine this loads, multiple loads into one wave. I can combine multiple loads into, or multiple shipments into one wave. For that purpose, it is created wave. Understood? And work, we know this one. So these are the 4 processes will be created. Next, you can go to the load and you can complete the shipment. You can update the packing slip, confirm shipment, then we can do packing slip. Then invoice to customer is a regular process. Practically, let me show in the system, and then we'll come back. Like if you have any doubts, we'll discuss. Okay. So I'm creating a sales order, sales and marketing, sales orders, all sales orders. Click on new sales order. Select the customer. Any customer is fine. So warehouse, as I told you, 24 warehouse is warehouse enabled. I mean to say warehouse management 2 process enabled warehouse is there. So that is the reason I'm selecting 24 warehouse. Warehouse 24. Let me take duplicate. Fine. Now I'm selecting item A0001 or A0002. So these two items are warehouse enabled items. So A0001 or A0002. So I'm entering the price. Now sales order is created. Sales order is created. Once a sales order is created, confirmation is available. It is not mandatory. If you want, you can use it. Otherwise, you can skip. Confirm shipment. It is not mandatory. That is your wish. If you want to use it, you can use it. Otherwise, you can skip. So I'm doing confirmation of the shipment. Okay, click OK. You can take printout if you want. This is not mandatory, optional only. If you want, you can use it. Otherwise, you can skip. So this is regular process. Now, after this sales order creation, reservation is mandatory. So inventory reservation. Inventory reservation. So you can do the reserve lot. So reservation is happened. Now once it is reserved, the stock, go to warehouse tab. We have two options. One is load planning workbench, another one is release to warehouse. So load planning workbench means it will create load. Now we are processing release to warehouse. So even this release to warehouse also, there are so many methods in the wave processing. If you go to this warehouse management, for sales process, there are a wave process. So there are so many methods inside here, the calculations and so many check boxes. Based on that setup, it will work. Now I'm clicking on release to warehouse. Look at this one. There are, one is like wave is posted. Wave has been posted. Work has been created for the build, and a wave has been created for shipment, and one shipment is created. All these things are there. So what it means, initially ship will be created, against this shipment load will be created, and in the wave, if you want combined shipments, that is processed and work will be created. All these things are completed in one shot, in one click it was processed. Now based on the setups here, there are many setups, it will behave how you want. Okay, that is about uh, in the warehouse management setups you need to understand. Now simply all together it was created, all together it is created, but we can split that one into different combinations. There are different functions inside. Okay, now work is created, the work is created. So let me complete the work. Sorry, here work created. Now I need to complete the work. Complete the work using forklift. Using forklift operator, it will be completed. So let me do that one, the work completion. Let me take duplicate and let me write down this is so after equal to action colon WHS work execute. This is the command, action colon WHS work execute. So now I am doing that one. So after equal to, I need to remove this one, action colon WHS work execute. Then virtual mobile device is opening. It is opening virtual mobile device. So 24 and password is 1. In USMF, it is password is 1. Click OK. Okay. Now earlier it is inbound process. This is we can configure as per your requirement. Now outbound process. sales picking. Now let me go to the work. From warehouse button drop down, so we can find work details. So this is work ID. We are selecting work details and click on enter work. Click OK. Now what is the license plate? While doing picking, you need to enter the license plate number. So that is, if you are scanning, you will know like what is the material license plate number. So at this point I don't know, because I don't have scanner, I don't have material. So I'm just checking, verifying what is the on hand inventory of the license plate. Okay, 24 is our license plate, one license plate. Another license plate is this one, another license plate is this one. So I can enter 24. And a target license plate you need to enter. We have clicked OK. Click OK. Then work is completed. Look at this one. If you go back to the work, so work is completed. Look at this one. Closed. Completed closed means it is completed. Now we can go to the load. We can go to the load. Okay, packing slip is disabled. Packing slip is disabled. You need to, the status is loaded. Load status is loaded. Now you can do the outbound shipment confirm. Confirm outbound shipment means it is dispatched. Now the status is changed to shipped. The status is changed to shipped. Now you can go to generate packing slip. So we are doing packing slip. So as usual, you know, like if you are doing packing slip, it should be printed. There is no printer. That is the reason it is warning me. So it is updated. Packing slip is completed. Now next step is invoicing. As usual, invoice means from the sales order only we can do invoicing. We need to do that one. So invoice, generate area page, invoice button. Click OK. Click OK. After that payment, you know that payment is a part of finance. It will be completed from the finance. Yeah. Now, any doubts in this? Anyone? This is advanced warehouse management. So there are many options. There are many functions like transfer order and then sales written order. Not only like transactions may not be much. Whatever you have learned in T&L, the same thing you are learning, like accounting journals and those things. Transactions are little bit, maybe around 6 to 8 transactions you need to learn from advanced warehouse management. But the problem is majorly setups. If you want to learn, there are so many setups you need to understand. It will take so much time to understand setups a lot. Yeah, can anyone unmute? And this is a separate course content, but I have given high level inputs. I don't think so I have explained warehouse management. I'm just telling you like what is warehouse management. I have shown you the taste of the warehouse management. Okay, in the same manner, transportation management. This is majorly used for sales orders, shipping charges. Sales order shipping charges means if it is a third party vendor, then that shipping charges will be invoiced separately. That process you can do in the transportation management. So in this we can do purchase order process also. For the purchase order process also shipping charges, but instead of that one, it is one more module called landed cost. Is a new module. It was introduced in 10.0.17. In the latest version 10.0.17, the landed cost functionality was introduced. In this we can create a purchase order and we can use voyage and shipment and everything we can calculate, and shipping charges will be calculated. This is a new module introduced. Actually, here also we have purchase order process, but it is instead of that one, this is little bit more specific function, more flexible functionality. That is the reason we can use landed cost module. It was developed by DXC. Later on, it was purchased by Microsoft. This is a third party ISV earlier. Now it was merged in the D365. Okay. So any more doubts? Any more questions? Please unmute anyone, and at least you are able to hear me or not.
Yeah, we are able to hear you, Satya.
Okay, fine. So this 3 modules is a separate course content. Usually I will teach in separate functions, as I told you. Whatever you have learned, this is in this one: warehouse management, transportation management, landed cost. Okay, fine. So you can try with this process, whatever the way I have given. you can try. At least you will have at least high level inputs about advanced warehouse management. Okay, transportation management I have not explained, landed cost I have not explained, but as I told you, I have given like high level inputs. This is for majorly for sales orders, shipping charges calculations, and here purchase order and shipment charges calculation, and this during purchase order it should update item landed cost value, because the charges should be updated to item value. That is the reason the module name itself is given as landed cost. So it is available. You need to enable this feature in the 10.0.17. You need to enable that checkbox, then you can proceed. Yeah, fine. If no doubts, I will proceed. If you have any doubts, just I'm waiting for you. If anyone has any confusion, at least wordings, just I will give you clarification. At least any wordings or anything. I know very little knowledge only you gained from this one, but at least high level inputs. If anyone is asking, you need to speak you should be in a position to speak about at least these modules. Okay. So if nothing questions, now let me continue. One is quarantine order. What is this quarantine order? Another one is quality order also is there. We'll discuss. First, let me understand quarantine order. Quarantine order means moving the material from your regular warehouse to laboratory is quarantine order. Quarantine order means moving the material from default warehouse to quarantine warehouse. Moving the material from default warehouse to quarantine warehouse. Here quarantine means lab. So in the lab you are going to do some testing, that is called quality order. Quality order means testing the material is quality order. Quarantine order means you are moving the material from normal warehouse, default warehouse to quarantine warehouse. Now let me go to the application. So inventory management, the old warehouse, normal warehouse, inventory management, setup, inventory breakdown, warehouses. While creating warehouse, we have three types of warehouses. Click on new. Look at this one. There are three types of warehouses: default warehouse, quarantine warehouse, transit warehouse. What is the purpose of transit warehouse? Anyone?
While moving the material from one warehouse to another warehouse, at that point of time, this transit warehouse we use.
Yes. So while doing transfer orders, at that time we are moving the material from one warehouse to another warehouse. In between, whenever it is the material is in the transit, at that time we are using transit warehouse. Now quarantine warehouse. The quarantine warehouse means As I told you, you are moving the material from normal warehouse to quarantine warehouse, then it is a quarantine order. So we can move the material from normal regular warehouse to quarantine. So you can create quarantine warehouse. It is transit warehouse and this is quarantine warehouse. Individually it was created quarantine warehouse, transit warehouse, and these two are attached to a regular warehouse, default warehouse. It was attached to quarantine and transit. So 18 also one more quarantine warehouse was created, and you are mapping quarantine warehouse for regular warehouse. For this regular warehouse, transit warehouse, so for this we have attached quarantine and transit. Okay, it was attached. Now remember, if the material is in transit warehouse or quarantine warehouse, you cannot sell the material. You cannot sell the material. If you want to sell the material, definitely that stock should be in the default warehouse only, in the regular warehouse only. If the stock is available in the quarantine, means some testing is going on. How can I sell that item? And this is transit warehouse, means it is in the truck, moving truck or auto, whatever it may be, moving from my warehouse to another warehouse. Then I cannot sell the material. So the material, if it is available in the quarantine warehouse or transit warehouse, you cannot sell the material. It will throw error messages. Some different error messages, it will be there. If you want, you can try in the system. Okay, now where it is available, quarantine warehouse. So let me go to first item master, that is released product. You know that one, product information management, released products. Suppose item 1000, the same item I'm taking, item 1000, on hand inventory. Okay, now in warehouse 11 it is 56, warehouse 13 it is 410 stock is available. Now what I'm doing, I'm creating a quarantine order. So where I can create quarantine order means inventory management, periodic tasks, quality management. I will write down quarantine orders. The path I will write down. So for this inventory management, periodic tasks, quality management, quarantine orders. Quarantine orders. So let me do. Now I'm clicking new. I'm selecting the item number 1000. I'm selecting quantity, suppose 5 quantity. So I'm selecting warehouse 11, save. Look at this one, it is downside. It was updated. If you scroll down, it was updated for 18 because 11 is attached to 18. Now if you verify, if I refresh, 18 warehouse is created For on-hand inventory, 18 warehouse is added. 5 is ordered in total, means I'm going to receive material. This is going to be dispatched and this is going to be received. It is ordered, unordered in on order and ordered in total is updated. Okay, this is on order is updated, this is ordered in total updated. Now start, click OK. That means stock is moved from quarantine warehouse, from default normal warehouse to quarantine warehouse. Now if you verify on hand inventory, it will decrease to 51, it will become 1, it will be decreased to 51, and this will be updated 5. Look at this one. If I'm refreshing, and this stock is reserved. It is, if it is reserved means you cannot sell the material. The stock is reserved means you cannot sell the material. Okay, now some tests should be done, that I will discuss with you later. Here quality orders are there, some tests and something. So suppose the test is completed, I will discuss with you testing and everything, I will discuss with you later. So test is completed. Now report as finished means it is functionality is over, the test is over. Now still if you verify, it will not update anything, the same status. Now end means the complete process is updated, it was ended. Now if you verify, if you refresh, what happens, this will be decreased to 0 and it will update to 56. Understood? This is quarantine order. Temporarily, if I want to move the material from normal regular warehouse to a laboratory, then I can move the material. So if I refresh, this line will be disappeared because it is completed. Now if you want view ended one, it will show you this one. Let me show you quickly. Quarantine order means the laboratory. So I'm clicking on new, selecting the item, selecting the warehouse and select the quantity. Suppose now I'm doing for 7 quantity. So warehouse 18, because for 11 warehouse 18 is attached. So that is the reason it is coming automatically. Now this 7 will be added here, ordered on order, and 11 warehouse, it will be new line will be created with ordered in total. Look at this one. So ordered in total on order. If you click on start, then material is moved. Material is moved. If you verify on hand inventory, it will decrease here 7 quantity, it will become 49. It will show you here 7 and reserved. So it was deducted from here and it was available in the laboratory, that is a quarantine warehouse. In this quarantine warehouse, you cannot sell the material because it is reserved. It will be always reserved. Even in the transit warehouse also the same situation. we cannot sell the material. We cannot sell the material. Now, if I'm going back, report as finished. Click OK. So if you do report as finished, it will not be updated anything. Next, if you click on end, then it will be updated. This is quarantine warehouse. This is quarantine warehouse. Understood this quarantine warehouse?
I have any question.
Yeah.
So ideally, it should come in the quarantine warehouse, right? Or it will come first in the main warehouse. From there, we will transfer it. Because normally, in some scenario, the lot will come, right? Any purchase will come. Then we have to take that material in the quarantine.
Yeah.
Otherwise, what will happen if the material will goes in the main warehouse? So manufacturer can use that same warehouse, and we don't have stock to do quarantine.
Okay. So now next topic I'm going to discuss. So while doing a purchase process, I want to do a quality test. Then only I want to receive the material. This is your task.
Right? Okay.
I'm going to
and
cover this.
So do we have any provision also where we can update the certification of analysis? Because there is will have some certain parameter that we have to test.
Yes.
In quarantine.
Yeah, so, it is available, that one also. So in this, if you have non-conformances, in this it is a kind of certification.
So there we can update the unit of amount.
Yeah. So here in this non-conformances, we can generate the certification. Okay. So one is quarantine order we have learned. Now quality order I'm going to discuss. Then we'll discuss this with you about this non-conformances. Okay. In this you can generate certification.
Okay. We can. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you. So of course, don't expect much functionality about the quality process, because if it is a really a lot of quality testing kind of, I mean to say, if it is electronic items, you want to do so many kind of testings. So it is not well developed vast functionality. It is not vast functionality, but little functionality is available. I'm going to discuss whatever it is there. Okay. Fine. Okay. Sure. Now, now the question is, so we understood quality orders. Fine. Moving the material from our regular warehouse to quarantine warehouse, and quarantine warehouse back to warehouse. We understood quality orders. Now quality order. Quality order means it is kind of testing. Here it is kind of testing. So let me explain you about this quality order quickly. Testing the material, how to do with the small functions, whatever it is there. Quality order testing. Once it is done, then I will explain you. While receiving material without quality test, I don't want to receive the material. And not only this one, while doing sales order, I want to do a quality test, a quick test, then I will send the material. Is it possible? Yes, it is available. Even production. All these are possible. Okay, during purchase order, during sales order, during production order also, We have some more steps also there. I will discuss with you. Now, what is this quality order? How to create? Let us understand independently. Quality order, how to do a testing. So we understood quarantine orders. Now quality order. So I'm creating a new one. I'm selecting the item 1000. I'm doing some kind of testing. Okay, one quantity. Here, this means I went to warehouse with the instrument. I'm doing some kind of testing. Okay, so enclosure measurements, I'm selecting dimensions. I'm verifying the dimensions with instrument. I visited warehouse and I have taken one sample item and I'm doing testing. It was created. Look at this one, test result. Now here it is showing fail at this point. You can click on results. I'm doing accepted. So validate. Results 100%. That is, I'm clicking on validate. It is 100% accepted. Okay, here accepted. So some kind of testing done, it is accepted. Now, one second. We have created only one quantity, right? Some tests are done, it was accepted. Some tests are done, it was accepted. Okay, so what is the instrument testing and everything that we'll see later. So now test is done, it was accepted. So simply we have verified some dimensions with instrument, so it is accepted. It is fine. Actually, I have to enter 5 quantity. Because 5 quantity it was created. Next, once this is done, we can click on validate and post. Now it is passed. This is a kind of, you have taken one small instrument and you have verified the dimension sample item you have taken and you have verified and it was passed. This is quality order. Quality order means you are testing the material with instrument, with small instrument. Some instrument like dimensions you have tested. Let me show you quickly. Quality order means you are creating a new one and go to the warehouse directly and select the item and select the test here we are verifying dimensions like width and height. We are verifying physically. So let me do for two quantity now and selecting warehouse 11. Click OK. So if you verify on hand inventory, it will not change anything. There is no anything. There is no like lock or something. 1 second. It is reserved here. Only it is reserved. Two quantity it was reserved. Okay, but it was not moved anywhere. We have here. This is the type is reference type is inventory means you move to default warehouse and you have created this quarantine. So currently test result is failed. Okay, let me click on results. Let me select this two quantity, it was accepted and validate. Now if you go here, it will be accepted. Tick mark is came. That means the test is failed for entire quantity. Okay, it is accepted. Now the status is open. So at this point it is locked or reserved. Now let me finish this validate button. So click OK. Now test is passed. Test is passed. Now if you verify on hand inventory, it will become 46. Once again, a reserved stock will be gone. This is you went to there and you have tested this one. The process, it is reference type inventory means you went to like warehouse location and you have tested some kind of results. So that is dimension values you have verified. So width and height with instrument, the depth and width and height, you have verified that instrument is perfectly fine or not, you have verified and it is perfectly posted. This is quality order. Okay, so how to create a quality order tomorrow I will show you. And there is one more quality association I need to explain you. All these things, purchase order process, sales order process, all these things are, it is available in the quality association. There is a quality association functionality which I'm going to cover you tomorrow here in the setups, quality control, quality associations. We'll discuss this one tomorrow. Okay, I'm stopping here for today. We'll connect once again tomorrow morning, same time, 6 a.m. IST. If you have any doubts, please ask me now. This process I will show you tomorrow. Yes, please. Yeah. Any questions? If nothing, then we can wind up the session for today. We'll connect once again tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. IST. See you all. So now it is your turn. You need to practice. Now it is your turn. You need to practice. And come back to me with any questions or something. Yeah. See you all. Bye.